Good morning. I love this day. I love the pomp and ceremony, hearing music bellow from the organ pipes. I love watching faculty and seniors and the 50th reunion class parade down the center aisle in robes and regalia. And I love how everyone else in the audience cheers the procession, recognizing the accomplishments of friends, mentors, and role models. Standing up here on stage each Founders Day, I am often overwhelmed by an immense sense of pride and passion for this place. This day, my feelings are also tinged with a bit of sadness. It is my 11th and last Founders Day as your president. Happy to get rid of me? Converse College, and most especially her people of the past, present, and future, you faculty and staff, you students and alumni, you trustees and friends mean so very much to me. I will forever carry Converse in my heart. But today is not about me. It's about all of us. It is the moment each and every year when we as a community take a step back to honor our collective past in order to move forward, bolstered by a renewed appreciation for our shared legacy and strength because of the vision, conviction, and commitment of a single individual, our founder, Dexter Edgar Converse. This custom inspires us to embrace anew, with confidence, competence, and courage, the original charge of Mr. Converse to enable students to see clearly, decide wisely, and act justly. This call to develop women with vision, decision, and the ability to take action was expected to have broad, monumental effect. In fact, it was to assure our nation's well-being. It is this call to arms in the founder's ideal, the call to engender the active involvement of women in shaping and growing values, priorities, and relationships of national, even global consequence that initially brought me to Converse. I was driven to help expand the expectations of and for women and girls. I was inspired by the bold ambition of a gentleman who grew up poor, but who moved beyond what he called his supposed misfortune to amass considerable wealth, become a leading citizen, and utilize his resources and position to open up opportunity for others. Converse was an early upstart in the fight to provide women access to a high-quality college education. Mr. Converse grabbed onto a big idea, seemed to understand its potentially transformative impact, and mobilized others in support of it. With the founding of Converse College, this coterie of business leaders upset the status quo to advance our nation. Since then, seizing opportunity for broad-based benefit and daring to question rather than blindly accepting the status quo have become important aspects of the Converse culture. Over the past 127 years, Converse graduates have carried that spirit far beyond our gates, changing mindsets, expectations, and perceptions, transforming families and communities, workplaces, and professions. Consider Alice Harrelson, class of 1942, the first woman ever admitted into the chemistry PhD program at UNC Chapel Hill, who credited Miss G with inspiring her to be a scientist, not just marry one. Consider Ellen Bryant Voigt, class of 1964, an aspiring musician turned poet who was recently awarded a MacArthur Genius Grant for her boundary-breaking use of words. Consider Joy Stoney, first-generation African-American graduate from the class of 2000, who, as a criminal defense attorney, works to break the cycle of generational crime. And Tina Rohner, class of 2007, who, after a rigorous tenure at Goldman Sachs in Singapore, now works for the Asian Development Bank to support a poverty-free Asia. Among our pioneering women are the only South Carolinian to win a Pulitzer Prize in literature, a suffragette who marched on Washington to help American women gain the right to vote, a former Supreme Court justice in the state of Texas, elected public representatives, community activists, and international human rights advocates, lawyers, doctors, educators, bankers, and accountants, mothers, sisters, and wives, all of whom have harnessed the value of exercising clear vision, wise decision, and just action to make a difference in the world. When first standing before this community on Founders Day in 2006, newly inaugurated and sporting this bling for the first time, I used the analogy of a garden to describe Converse. I liken my view of and hopes for Converse with that of Claude Monet as he surveyed his winter garden at Giverny, looking for signs of growth while on the verge of transforming the age-old practice of painting with a new impressionist style. Now, 11 years later, I am in awe of the beauty that has blossomed at Converse during this time. It has given me great joy to watch students grow due to the generous care and cultivation from faculty and staff. It has been a delight to see new research, teaching strategies, and disciplines sprout as faculty adjust to the ever-changing climate and demands on higher education. I marvel at the way in which our graduates and alumni scatter like seeds, broadening the perimeter of Converse in every direction. Together, we have also experienced the order of evolution for any successful garden, the planning, the pruning, and the perseverance that ensures richness and color, strength enough to weather unexpected forces, and the capacity to bear new growth season after season. It has been one of the greatest joys of my life to help sow some of the seeds that have contributed to this beauty. I certainly know that I too have blossomed in this garden called Converse, and that I have planted roots here that have grown very deep. Each of you received a purple rose as you arrived today. May it be a constant reminder that we are all part of this magnificent garden. To ensure the beauty and bounty of this place for generations to come, we must be vigilant in readying the soil for what comes next. Each of us, students, faculty, staff, alumni, and friends, blooms in a different yet glorious way. No matter why or when or how we were planted here, every season brings new opportunities for us to become ever more glorious. Moreover, our collective pride of place must be the force that beckons all of us to tend to its founding purpose, educating women to advance the welfare of this country. I hope your purple rose inspires you to remain ever open to growing, and to cultivating the ongoing development of Dexter Edgar Converse's legacy, seizing opportunity for broad-based benefit and daring to act justly against the status quo. I love this place. I love the mission. I love the tradition. And I love all of you. Dexter Edgar Converse would be so proud that this college has flourished and that we never stop growing. Welcome to Founders Day.